What is up, guys? It is Bulldog Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about Battlefield 1 and the gameplay that was released in a live stream a couple weeks ago. Now, my overall thoughts of the game itself are, if I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it a, I'd say 9 out of 10. Reason not being a 10 out of 10, knowing I'm a Battlefield fan, is just there's some little things that could be tweaked to make it a lot more authentic to World War I, I guess, in terms of, like, for example, if you're on the British team or the German team, let's say you're on the German team, you can use any weapon. Like, if it's a British weapon, you can use it. Now, what they could do is change it to where when you're German, you're only using the German equipment, German weapons, and only the stuff used by the Germans in that time. Now, obviously, you can pick the British weapons up when you kill someone on the British team, but you start out with a weapon from Germany, and it makes a lot more sense. It makes it a lot more authentic and realistic to the time period at that time, so it just gives it overall better feeling. Now, another thing would be, I saw this post somewhere, I can't remember where it was, on some Battlefield website. There was this World War I like professional historian guy, and he was talking about it where some of the guns that were being used in Battlefield 1 are not authentic to the actual World War I in real life. Like, those guns weren't used, but they were prototypes, so they were thinking of using them, but they were in a prototype stage. But my thoughts on that is, like, think about it. If you have those prototype weapons and only use the weapons that were used in World War I, you would have, like, no weapons. There would be no variety at all in the stage of the game at all, and it would make it really boring. So hearing that is like, why would they worry so much about that when it has to come down to the gameplay and the fun of the game? It's a prototype weapon, so meaning it's could have been in World War I. It makes sense. Plus, it gives you more weapon variety, instead of sitting there and using only like 2 types of weapons or whatever. So that's just a couple things that I thought my thoughts on a couple things. But I also want to talk about the weapons, melee weapons, and there's some melee weapons that are probably unique to it, and the firearms and gadgets that they use in the game. So some melee weapons that I found on VG247.com. and it was like some, like, I don't know what it is actually. It is like a just a blog thing, whatever website, but they have a list of melee weapons and firearm confirmed and gadgets on here. So I'm just gonna list off some of the melee weapons and firearms and gadgets. So for melee weapons, there's a spiked mace, which you can see in the trailer at the beginning, where the trench guy is hitting another soldier with, like, a club thing, which is the spiked mace. A trench spade, which is a shovel that is, it's like a foldable like, you can fold it and it makes it like smaller. You can put it in your bag or whatever, and you use that for melee. Bolo light knife, available in the Harlem pre-order pack and deluxe edition. So I guess that is a DLC melee weapon, a bolo knife. Jambia dagger, another DLC weapon, and a bayonet, which is something that you put at the end of your gun, which I fully believe that you can do that. I can't remember. Yeah, you can. I just remember that you can put it on there because I just remembered in the trailer. But you can see, I think you can see a guy with a rifle that has on the end, and then you can, like, you can rush at people with it actually. And that, oh yeah, that's another thing. When you're rushing at people with the bayonet, you lose your full stamina. So after that, after you like kill someone or you are done using it fully, you can't run, or even you can shoot, but you can't run at all. You're walking for a good while until your stamina gets back up. And plus, that's also another good tactic to use when running around the battlefield, is if you're trying to get from point A to point B and without getting shot at or dying, you can use that as a faster method to get across from building to building so you don't die, which is a good tactic, but somewhat unrealistic to it. But it doesn't, I mean, personally it doesn't really matter to me, but yeah. So some firearms, there are the trench shotgun, the Colt M1911 semi-automatic pistol, the Lee Enfield SMLE bolt action rifle, the P08 Luger pistol, which is a DLC. Apparently it's a DLC weapon. I think it just says Red Baron Deluxe Edition. Mauser C96 semi-automatic pistol, MG08 machine gun, Mauser 1918T Gower anti-tank rifle, Mauser Gower, if I'm saying that right, 98 bolt action rifle with a side mounted scope, so that's just a sniper. Another Springfield M1903 bolt action rifle with side mounted scope, another pistol or sniper rifle, MP18 SMG, Lewis gun LMG, and Life Buo, I don't know if I'm saying that right, M1 flamethrower. So there is a flamethrower in the game, which is really sick. I like that. That's a really good addition. So those are some confirmed as of now. There's obviously a lot more weapons in the game that will be coming out, and I think they might have other confirmed ones, but this is all I could find for the quickest, I guess. And then I'm going to give you guys some gadgets and explosives confirmed. There's an anti-tank grenade, smoke grenade, mustard gas grenade, gas mask, and Titan dynamite. The gas is really unique to this game, and that's what I like about it. Everyone gets a gas mask, because back in World War I they would use gas all the time. Chemical warfare was a big deal in World War I, and they were used all the time. So you're gonna be automatically equipped with a gas mask. Also, you get 3 different types of gas. There's a mustard gas. I can't remember the other 2, but they're unique to Battlefield 1 or World War I, obviously. But I think that's really sick about the game is the gas. The chemical warfare is gonna play a big role in Battlefield 1 and different game modes, and it will really be helpful to a lot of teams in trying to win games, which I like the diversity of that. So now I want to get into the overall map, the way the weather works and the dynamics and all that stuff in terms of how everything feels when you go into a game. So let's start. I want to start out with just how diverse the weather is. Weather is like every time you go into that map, like because they were playing the same map on the live stream, right? Every time you go into that same map, it's always gonna feel different because the weather will be different all the time. So like one time you can go in when it's sunny and it's beautiful, it's nice, whatever. All of a sudden, rain can come in, and the rain looks amazing. Like it looks amazing. Like when it rains and you look at your gun, you could see the rain on your gun, and it looks really cool. I think it does. Because they didn't have that in previous Battlefield or Battlefield 4, and it's astounding. I think it really looks amazing, and it brings that feel to the game. Also, like I said, every time you go into a game, into that same map, it's not always going to be sunny when you start. It could be raining starting out with and then turn sunny, or it could be sunny then turn rain, or there could be a thunderstorm or whatever. The weather is always going to be different. The feeling of the game like changes when it rains. When it rains, you're going to be playing way different than when it's sunny. With the long range views, you're not going to be able to see you know, like 500 yards in front of you, you're only gonna see like 200 or 100 yards in front of you, because it's gonna be so foggy and musty from the rain. As if it's sunny, it's gonna be, you know, you can see more to it. So that's one great thing they added to the game. They should have done that in Battlefield 4, but obviously, as I can see, this game's pretty old, a few years old. So I mean, the stuff they had, you know, a few years ago wasn't as good as they have now. So I'm glad they added that to the game. I mean, they had that, but it wasn't as good as it is in this game. So I'm just glad they introduced a more professional look to it. But yeah, you know, overall, Battlefield 1 I think is going to be one of the best games so far for Battlefield. Overall, I think it's going to beat Call of Duty and Infinite Warfare, because personally, Infinite Warfare going to space and everyone wanting a game that is in the past, and Battlefield 1 brings World War I to the table. It's like, okay, well, everyone wants a past game, so why not choose Battlefield 1 over Call of Duty? Now, obviously, I'm still gonna play Call of Duty. I'm probably gonna be playing a lot more of COD 4, which I might do a review on that, because they just released a gameplay for that. So we'll see on that. I'm gonna figure that out though. A new game mode for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came out today, and I think it's Fracture. I think it's called Factions. I don't know, but it's a different type of game mode. I might do a review on that, get some gameplay up for that in the next few days. I'm guessing probably next Monday or Tuesday, but we'll see on that. Yeah, so anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, why don't you guys leave a like. Also, comment down below if you guys are going to be getting Battlefield 1. Tell me your thoughts on it. You know, tell me if you're gonna like it. Tell me what needs to be tweaked, what they could add. You know, what they're doing good about it, and let's see how many comments we can get on that. So also like I said, leave a like and share with your friends, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.